guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to the 12 days of Christmas. Today I'm here with a new fun project. This is gonna be super easy to make. This is a Midori style mini album and I intend to use this as my December daily. Before I show you the project, I want to remind you that this series is a giveaway, so make sure that you're leaving your comments and also that you go visit my friends Debbie and Kimmy and subscribe to their channels and leave a comment on their videos as well. And so now let's go ahead and take a look. For my daily challenge, I decided to go with the jingle bells because I went ahead and make this tassel full of little jingles, and I just really love when I move around my my December daily. It has that Christmassy sound. It's just so pretty. As I fill the pages, I usually do add like more jingles on the sides. Let me show you a previous December daily that I've done here, and you can see how I also like to incorporate my little jingles on paper clips and just add them to the side of my pages. This one is already finished and fully embellished, so I think I'm gonna be doing a separate video kind of going through my previous December dailies as a little inspiration. But these are really fun to fill during the Christmas. I know it gets a little bit crazy. Usually I do like a week at a time and I am already behind, but definitely something I wanted to get going on. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So it has the same structure. It starts like this and then it fills up as you saw. And so on the side here I have a tassel that I created just using different laces and some eyelash yarn, and I just went ahead and tie the little jingle bells here on the side. Really quick and simple. Also I do have here a like a ring bound, and I just went ahead and clip it on the top of the video. I do apologize for the weird background noises throughout the video and the tutorial. It's just super windy and rainy, and yeah, you're gonna hear a lot of that. And so this book has two signatures, and I use the same yarn here to add the signatures to the pages, to the binding, and I just really like how that looks on this side. And for the cover, I wanted to keep it very simple. I do like adding pictures on the front of my December dailies, that way I can see right away how my girls change every year. And this die that I'm using, it is from La La Land Crafts, and I just love it. It says 2021. I really hope they come out with a 2022 because I just absolutely love it. And this is just an area for a picture here. And now let me show you the pages really quick. Again, this is gonna be the base where I'm going to start building. And if I have a lot of pictures for one day, I usually just add a like opening page and I start building from here. So let me know if you want me to do some spreads on how I'm feeling my December daily as well. The inside covers I kept pretty simple here, but I might add a pockets on the back, maybe if I have a lot of different notes and or you know, letters from Santa, drawings, things like that. And the collection that I am using is this DCW V Holly Jolly, and I got this one at Joann's, and I just really love the Christmassy colors and the gold pages. It's really pretty, and it does have a lot of like things that we can cut and just use throughout the pages as well. And so I love this Santa. He is just so cute. So I went ahead and put 6 full sheets on each signature. That way we have 12 here and 12 here, so 24 double-sided pages, so plenty of room for a December daily. And so I'm just gonna quickly show you the papers, but again, really simple. I do like to add some stitches and laces on the sides, but I usually don't do that as I you know, until I'm ready to put the pictures, because I might need to add like a flap, and if I already have like a ribbon here, I won't be able to do that. So that's how I do it. And this is the second one, again with a really pretty Christmassy paper. I love the combination of gold and greens. This year I'm going for a more traditional color scheme compared to other years that I've been doing like a lot of pink. This one's a really pink one. And so again, for example, if I show you how I do my pages, I like to add some lace, but then for some pages I like to leave room so I can add like flaps and things like that. This is the pockets, and then like here I made a shaker, and then this does open up, and it's just really fun to come up with different layouts. And that is what I have for you today, and now we can go ahead and make this book together. So to make this book, I'm going to start with 2 pieces of 9 by 5 3/4 and 1 piece of 2 by 9, and I'm going to bind those together on my cardstock. So I'm just going to go ahead and work directly onto my cardstock. Now with the leftover piece here, I'm going to cut these at 8 3/4, and we are going to see what this is. This is about 4 inches, and I'm just going to glue that on the inside of the spine. And then we're going to score along the bending line. So I'm just going to see where is my bending line and just give that a gentle score. And same thing over here and over here. Okay, and then we're just going to fold, and we're going to fold. So then I'm going to measure from the top 1 1/4. Okay, and then I'm going to also measure from the bottom 1 1/4. Okay, so here and here, and I'm going to make a grid to where I'm going to add my signature pages. I am going to mark here along that line at half and at 1 1/2, and that is where I'm going to put my signature. So I have one little mark right here, one little mark right there, and then I'm going to do the same for this one. And I'm sorry if you can hear all the background noise because it's raining pretty hard today. So I'm going to mark here at half and at 1 1/2, following the same line. And then I'm going to do the same at the center. So at the center it will be at 4 1/2. Okay, so at 4 1/2, I'm also going to mark at half and 1. And if you wanted to do 3 signatures, so if you wanted more pages, you could do the same and just mark at half, one, and 1.5. But I'm only going to do 2 signatures. I want my signatures to be able to expand quite a bit. And then I'm just going to poke holes. For the pages, I'm using this paper pack called Holy Jolly, and I am just going to be using 10 pages. So I'm going to use 5 for each signature, and so maybe I'll do 12 pages, that way I have extra. And I'm going to use some of that. I'm going for the very traditional colors. So I went ahead and cut my design paper at 8.5 by 11, and I have 12 pieces here, and now I'm just going to fold them in half to create the pages. And then we're going to put them together in 2 groups of 6. And so I want this one to be my first page. So what I'm going to do is basically we're going to measure from the top 1 inch down. Okay, so for the covers we did 1.25, and for the pages we're going to do 1 inch. Then you want to mark at the center, which is 4.25, and then you also want to do 1 inch from the bottom, which is 7.5. Okay, and then we're going to poke the holes here also. Okay, so I'm just gonna see where I marked, and I'm gonna go through all the layers. Same thing here and here. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same for this one. And I'm going to be using this yarn here that kind of looks like eyelash trim. It's called Crystal Palace yarn, and I like it because it's not elastic and it's pretty strong. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use to bind my signatures. You can also use some twine or some string as well. And so I'm just going to pass this through my needle here. And so I use the embroidery needles that are very pointy. Okay, so I'm just gonna get a long piece, and there we go. And so we are going to start with the first signature, and I like to start at the center, so I'm just going to pass all of them through the center, and then I'm going to go through the center here, the hole that we already made on the spine, and I'm just going to pass this through. Okay, and let's see. Okay, and then you want to make sure that one is longer, so both of them don't go. Okay, and then you want to keep one long tail on one side. And now we're going to pass this through the top, and so I'm gonna pass this through here first. Okay, and it's a lot easier to do this when you already pre-made the holes like we did. Okay, so now we're just gonna pull all of that, and now we're gonna go through the top. Okay, and again I'm just going through the pre-made holes that we have here, and it's easier sometimes to just go two at a time. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pull all of that, and oops, see, my center almost went all the way down, and then we're going to go down the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going all the way, and always make sure that the center one does not get cut up. And now I have to go from the bottom here, push it in, and then we are going to come back to the center. Okay, so from the same hole, I'm just going to pass this through. Okay, I'm gonna pass it through all the way here first, that way I don't get tangled. And now I'm just going to go back to the center of the signature. Okay, so I'm just going to pull. Okay, so then once I have them all the way pulled, just make sure that they are pushed all the way. And so then what you want to do is just cut this end, and I always like to make sure the center line here is in between the two end pieces, and then you're going to tie this. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a knot right here, and there we go. So that's one. Now you can leave this long hanging right there, or you can trim it. Okay, so now we're going to do the same on the other signature. I'm going to start on the center. And so here we go, we have all of our pages added to our book. We're ready to decorate. We can always add some like flaps and different pockets and things like that. So then I'm going to use two pieces of 8 3/4 by 5.5, and we're going to glue these ones on the inside cover. And so there you go. Here we have our book. I went ahead and just added a place for a picture here and this die from La La Land Crafts. And now my book is ready to fill with Christmas memories. I also went ahead and create this tassel. I just grabbed a lot of different laces and more of that trim, and I just had long pieces and then fold them in half and put it into this binded ring right there, and just went ahead and tied around it here with more of this type of yarn. And of course I added some jingle bells to make it sound really Christmassy, and I poke a hole here on the top, and now I'm just going to pass these through and close it right there. And so there you go. That is our project for today. I hope that you guys like it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.